Hey guys, welcome back. I can't believe it, but we're finally at the last bad ending for the Sweet Boys route. Whew! That was a lot to get through, but we're finally here! And we're actually back in chapter 1 again, and yeah, first choice. So a lot of this is going to be the same again, but in case you're following this along as a guide, this is what you need to do to get this last bad ending for William. So we're just going to go through it lickety-splickety. At least as fast as my eyes can pay attention. Oops. To what I'm doing. Already failing. Good sign. It wasn't William's fault. So I'll help him clean up. Let's see. This one, I'm not asking about the lessons. Also, if there's any choices along the way that I haven't picked up to now, I may just go and check them out. Because it's going to be my last time getting the opportunity to. This was mostly like 2 option choices, a lot of it. Which is unusual, at least up to this point. Okay, I gotta make sure I follow him. And then, what are you doing here? We've done all of those before, so we're good. I think you're great at all kinds of stuff. Cue the romantic music. We've definitely done all of these. But this is the one we need, the wrench one. And for you guys, you ain't cheap. I ain't no dummy. Alright, time for Alfred to pull our hair. And I think we've done all of these. Yes, we definitely have. That was the only choice I wasn't sure of. Gotta let it go, don't talk to Spencer. Okay, we had to pick this option? No. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think we've done this, but we did. That was in the good ending. Yes. Yeah, we're good. Everything's fine! We're fine. Don't even worry about it. Okay, I don't want to talk to Velos and guess. I need to flip my notes over. Because I couldn't fit all of it on one page again. No hugs for you. Hugs are only for good ends, apparently. I'd like to hang out with you, Allie. Even though we didn't have any dedicated magic lessons. Okay, we've done all of those. I think this is the only one we haven't done. We have to do this one, but I'm gonna pick this and then we'll come back. So I'm just gonna make a save real quick. Where were... Okay, I was making saves here, so... Just save over Mark. I'm sure he won't mind. Yes, I haven't done this before. It's not about trust or distrust. I trust that Velos will do what he thinks is the best thing to do. And I don't blame him for wanting to do his job. It's just that his job is protecting the club and the community as a whole. You're part of the community he's trying to protect, though. But is Spencer? William, listen. I understand where you're coming from. I really, really do. But sometimes you can try to do the right thing and there's still fallout. The cops who handled our case 5 years ago just wanted to do the right thing. The school counselor wanted to do the right thing. The psychologists, my parents. I wanted to do the right thing. But Spencer is still dealing with the damage we all did. And so am I. I just don't want a repeat of that. And I know everyone is telling me it'll be okay. But they said that last time too. I understand. No. Well, I mean, I'm glad I saw that. Just reiterating some of that stuff that we dealt with in... Elliot's route? Was that where Grant was? I think he was in Elliot's route. Ugh, Grant. I still don't like Grant. Okay, so I had to pick, of course I trust you this time. There we go. That's the actual option we want. And now, I'm running out of here. I'm ignoring you. Ah, I finally get to find out what the brownie wants and not ignore it or kick it. Back to good ending stuff. Thank you, Brownie, for saving me again. No time for lunch, William. I'm sorry. Okay, I think we've done all of these, so... Did I do this one? Hold on. I did, okay. It's this one we need to do. I can give you money for my half. And then show him the journal, but do not move closer for snuggles. I'm gonna agree to meeting him at the murder. Okay, interesting, interesting. Spin around and confront it. Like in the good end. Okay. This one is offer to help him clean up. It took you long enough. At least you listened to me when we drove to school, so we didn't die horribly. Time to be clingy. But we'll tell him we trust him and not just go to our seats, which is great. Gonna hastily write some notes. We're gonna use our trusty amulet to get rid of this thing. Okay. For this one, I haven't picked whose side are you on anyway before. And we need to do the other one, so I'm going to just save there. Okay, yep, we definitely haven't done this before. Hey, whose side are you on? I was just innocently sleeping when some crazy bird decided to go all Hitchcock on me. I think I was entitled to defend myself. And I really needed to thank William for that amulet that let me fight off the evil bird that attacked. Ugh. William. Things had ended so terribly yesterday. We argued, and then he had that panic attack in the hallway. I still had no idea when he'd slipped that amulet in my bag, but it had really saved my life. I owed him big time. That made the second time in as many days that he'd saved my butt from certain doom. Honey, are you okay? It's fine. I'm just really tired. In case you were wondering, being awakened by big feathery intruders in the middle of the night, I don't recommend it. Well, I'm just glad the two of you got it out of your room without anyone being hurt. Yeah, well, Spencer didn't help that much. I gave him a sidelong look. He was poking at his food while he listened, but glanced up when I said that. Things were weirder than ever between us, but I was definitely hoping to put all that to rest before the day was out. I wasn't entirely sure what was going through his head, given what all I knew he'd seen by this point. Okay, I think we're back. Yes. So, we'll reload and do the option we're supposed to do, which is shooing the bird outside. And then I can always blame you for something, BFF. And then Danny shows up when we say that. It's funny that he doesn't show up if you do the other option. Brace yourself, bro. Doubly. Okay, this is a new one, actually, that we haven't done before. Hooray! At this point, it felt like it might be faster to just tell them so they'd let us through. It's a long story, okay? We have time. Ugh. Basically, that ghost that attacked me before showed up in my room. The amulet you put in my bag made it leave. Amulet? You gave her that? It was... before... He bit his lip and looked away. I thought she might need it to keep the others away. Before they were... gone. So that's why he gave it to me. Anyway, thanks to that, I was saved. And we've been pondering for some time on how to tell Spencer about all this. But he's seen that creepy ghost several times now, so there was no hiding it anymore. Anyway, I need to talk to Velos. So, if you'll excuse me... Okay, that actually went, like, swimmingly compared to the arguments we've gotten into before. With William. And I was just being honest, girl. I think we're gonna get another new option in a second here. Yeah, we haven't done this one yet. Huzzah! Yes. Well, what exactly does it entail? The idea was intriguing. Even if I couldn't remember what happened, surely the memories were still in my mind. And it was faster than waiting on Velos or Brenna, or until I was free to go to the murder. But how would it work? Would it be like going through a file cabinet to find the right memories? Or would he see everything there was to see? Did it mean he'd see private things too? Or did I get to decide what he saw? I felt like I needed more details before I said yes or no. Though, ultimately, at this point the only other option was to wait several more days for the chance at answers.
I won't lie and say it's not somewhat intimate, since it involves looking into your mind. But it's mutual. It's not as if I'll have free access to your thoughts without any reciprocity. And I promise we'll only look for that specific memory.
But how does that work? I mean, how does one find specific memories?
A mind is like a road map. All we have to do is follow the traffic signs.
And that was enough explanation for us to be like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, I want to stop this now, and then we're going to have to make a save again. Our final save with William's route coming up. Alright. This is the choice. So, I'll do it here. That'll be good. In this one, I still need to ask Merle. And I think I have to do this for the good ending. So next time I'll do the convincing rule first. But for right now, we'll do what we're supposed to be doing, which is asking Merle. And then I still have a lot of answers I need to find. Maybe you're misunderstanding her. Not throwing Mom under the bus, which is good. Oh, this is a new choice for us. Pretty sure I haven't done Of Course Not. No, of course not. How could I be angry about that? This isn't about being angry or not. It's something I should have taken care of myself. That's how I see it. Everyone was so determined to protect me and keep me from dealing with them, but in the end, no one stopped you from doing it. It's not fair.
It's what I wanted, though. I feel like I'm the one that put you in danger in the first place.
That's not true. Setting that miasma infection aside, the changeling thing was going to have to be resolved anyway. And that wasn't something you should have had to take care of. That was my... He covered my lips with his fingers. Shh.
It's over and done with now, you know.
I can still be frustrated by it. He slid his fingers gently along my jaw.
Don't worry about me. This is a decision I made myself.
I know that. We were both silent for a long time. Okay, I think we're caught back up. That's a good point. I didn't actually think about that at all. That everyone tried so hard to warn Nora about dealing with the murder, but nobody stopped William. That was a really good point, Nora. Okay, and this is our final choice, and it's one we haven't tried yet, so here we go. Try to get through to William by calling out to him. William! William! The wind died down just a little. Oh, not so smoky. I saw his head lift slightly, as if he'd heard me, and I thought maybe my voice could get through to him. William, please, fight this! I know you can!
I told you to leave!
I ignored her as I held my arms out to protect my face and tried to fight my way through the wind to him. William, don't do this! Please! Oh, he's back. William fell to his knees and a pleading look passed over his face. Oh. He started to mouth something, but doubled over, gripping his head. Then he let out a wail that sounded almost inhuman. The walls shook with the force of it, and I was knocked off my feet. And he's gone. I dragged myself back up, calling his name. Oh, and he's back. William was still there, gasping for breath. When he looked up at me this time, it was him. I knew it was him. I scrambled to my feet and started toward him.
No! Don't come close to me. I can't stay in control long.
He looked up at me helplessly.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He held a hand out and reality just shattered. Okay, are we back or is it... No, it's just gonna continue from here. I held a hand up to block the light that ripped its way from ceiling to floor.
My God!
What is that? I had to shout to be heard over the noise, and I could just see William silhouetted against that pillar of light, though it wasn't really a pillar. It looked like a gap in space or whatever. I didn't know. It looked ominous though. And William was walking right toward it.
It's the divide.
What?
He tore a hole between the real world and the divide. Good God. I don't even know how he managed that.
What does that mean?
He's going to go through and take that thing with him.
What? No! No! She grabbed my arms and held me. I fought wildly, trying to tear myself away. Are we really... No, it's still just all new. Okay, good.
William! William! You can't get near that. You might be pulled inside along with him.
You can't just let him walk into that thing! Something in her voice made me look back at her. Tears were already streaming down her face. It felt like there was nothing we could do to help William at that point. We were going to have to just watch him walk into that place and disappear forever. That's what I thought, anyway. He didn't quite make it there before his movements went jerky and strange. He stopped, and for a terrifying moment he was still. Then he threw his head back and laughed hysterically. When he turned back toward us, it wasn't William anymore. He flung a hand out toward Gus, and I felt more than saw something coming toward us. She blocked whatever that was, barely.
Damn it! He's lost control again!
She got that much out before he flung another round of... I don't know, what did you call telekinesis? Psychic energy? Whatever he was flinging our way wasn't visible, but I could feel the force of it for sure. This time it hit her and tossed her off to the side. She hit the floor with a heavy thud, and now there was nothing between me and him. And this time I didn't think I had a way to defend myself. He held an arm out toward me and... So Mom still comes, eh? Interesting. Okay, so Mom came and, dealt with stuff. And we're in the next thing. Okay. But first, there was someone else I wanted to check on.
Hello, Nora.
And there he is. I smiled, a little sadly, as I turned to William. Hey there.
Going up to your club today?
Yeah, what about you? He shook his head.
I'm heading home early today. My dad is leaving, and I want to see him off. Things are still a little awkward with him, but I'm hoping it'll get better after this. I wanted to let you know that we scattered my mom's ashes. I don't know why, but I wanted to tell you since we talked before.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for telling me.
It feels a bit like a weight was lifted. For everyone.
I'm glad. I hope she's at peace now. I set the last of my books in my locker and pulled out a notebook I needed for homework. As I did so, something else fell out and hit the floor. William bent to pick it up for me, handing it over curiously.
What's this?
I took the amulet from him gently, unsurprised he didn't recognize it now. Oh, did he pay the price? Is that the bad ending? Is that, well, he's paid the price and doesn't, remember a lot of this? It's just a gift someone gave me.
It's pretty. It looks really old.
I slipped it into my backpack.
Anyway, sorry to bother you with something sort of depressing. I just somehow had the feeling you'd want to know.
You don't have to apologize. I'm glad you told me. He shot me another smile and waved as he started toward the front entrance. William! I watched Raina catch up to him and start chatting to him about art club. I had mixed feelings as they walked out of the school together. Actually, those two would be really cute together now that I'm seeing them side by side. I never thought about it till now, but yeah, I would recommend William over Spencer, Raina. Just saying. I love you, Spencer, but William, though. Hey. Hey. Kinda strange watching him talk to other people, isn't it? Yeah, a little. But I'm glad. I guess everyone can kinda sense the difference with him these days. It's possible. She gave me a careful look. How are you doing? Really? Oh, I'm okay. I really wasn't expecting that Merle would take his powers, and all memory of ever having them. Still kind of getting used to that. Holy crap! He can do that? The murder is powerful enough to take a level 15 Esper's powers away? And the memory of having them? Holy frijoles. That is a high price. I'm surprised. I'm almost surprised that William just never tried to strike a deal before that would allow him to pay with that. Since it's brought him nothing but grief. Huh. Wow. Yeah. It feels a little unfair. I mean, he lost memories of the club, the paranormal in general. So he's just gone. He's just like a normal human now. And doesn't even remember any of... Oh my goodness, that's crazy! Poor Guess. But he remembers you. Being friends with you, with Mark. I know. And it seems like he might be better off now. He gets to have a normal life. And that's pretty amazing. Given all he's been through, it does seem like it's for the best. And since the memories weren't sealed but actually removed, there's no chance he'll ever remember. He's just a normal person now. I think I get how it can be kind of awkward being friends with normal people. Having a part of my life I can't share with him at all makes it feel like there's kind of a chasm there. Not to mention that there's so much that happened he just doesn't remember. That doesn't mean it's impossible to stay friends. Danny and Elliot do it. I'm not giving up on being his friend. Even if he doesn't remember, I do. It just makes me a little sad, that's all. Come on. I think Spencer was heading up to the club room already. Allie and I started to the stairs together. Guess she doesn't know what to do with herself now that her main assignment is no longer necessary. I'm absolutely certain she'll recover. Me too. William really did seem so much happier. I'd seen him smile more in the last week than I ever had before. That, at least, was something to be happy about, even if it felt a little lonely now. Anyway, you never did tell me how the last of the cleanup went this week. Well, you know. A huge chunk of that ancient fell into the divide with Marie, William's mother. Was she about to say her name? I wonder why she stopped herself. Oh, her name's probably like... I see. I'm gonna have to in post, in the time travel stream, in the original timeline, I pronounced that as like the name was cut off and then saying William's mother. But what actually happened now, in the post-time stream of the first time stream, ding goes the time stream, I realized her name is Marie, William's mother. Not that the name got cut off. So then I went back in time, read it through properly like a sensible person, and now we're back in the second timeline that's not the third timeline. There you go. It's clear. I feel like I explained that pretty clearly. And I went insane somewhere in between timelines. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, yes, continue, Allie.
What's left is still being guarded, but it's so weak now that even around overflow periods, it probably won't have enough strength to do anything. With that solved and the problem with the missing haunt solved, things are pretty calm now.
That's good to know. The last week was kinda hectic.
Between those issues being over with and your changeling issue being resolved, looks like things are going to be going back to normal.
For God's sake, there you are. I've been waiting.
He was standing at the bottom of the stairs, glaring at us as we finally caught up to him. So impatient.
Only because if I'm late, Velos is cranky.
Velos is always cranky. And you're the one who agreed to be tutored by him on all this paranormal stuff.
Unlike you, I intend to be prepared for the next annoying thing that happens.
Well done. I grinned as Allie slipped her arm through his. She made a face at me before I could say anything. Let's go, you dorks. The three of us headed up together. I slipped my hand in my book bag and wrapped my hand around the amulet there, thinking back to what I'd said to Allie. Even if William didn't remember everything that had happened, I did. And that was enough. That was definitely enough. That felt like a good ending. Am I crazy? Oh, what if there's two good endings? I didn't prepare myself for this. Wait. I mean, it's possible that I messed up somewhere in my notes. That's absolutely a possibility. But what if there were actually two good endings? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh. I would love that. I would love if our boy got two good endings. So I'm like, man, all of this sounds like pretty good, though. I mean, yes, he lost his memories, but he's still friends with the people in his life that he really cared about. I'm curious how that works memory-wise. Does he just have a sense that they're close as friends? Because the particulars of the friendship, like the events that happened to bring them closer, are not there. Or is it just like the memories are there, but anything paranormal related is erased? Oh my goodness, I have so many questions about that. But I'm like, he's a normal person. Doesn't have to deal with ghosts and stuff, and you know, having a huge file on him at the agency where they're like, yo, we got a code red with William, it's time to take him out, like at any point. He can just be. And he's already like making other friends for the first time in his life, like people are starting to warm up to him already. There's like hint of the Reyna thing going on. I'm like, what? So, you know, like that's a lot of good. And we got the credits. This is definitely a good ending regardless. Either I hecked up or I hecked up. One way or another, I made a mistake. On one case, it would be like an amazing mistake because that means I have a second good ending to look forward to, which huzzah. But otherwise, it just means, okay, I've got some research to do to figure out where I made a wrong turn. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. It's coming to its end. We can check the endings really soon. Also, can we talk about how that was a much better wrap-up of the route? That was what I wanted. I wanted more about, like, hey, talk to Allie. Allie's like, okay, here's the cleanup that happened. Catch up with Spencer. Spencer's like, I'm going to be prepared for the next shenanigans that come our way. Tutoring under Velos. Guests, mention of guests, moving on with her life. Like, that, all that was great. Alright, moment of truth. Ah, it was! There, he has 2 good endings! Oh my gosh! Guys, it wasn't another bad end! I am so chuffed right now. I can't even. Oh my goodness. Huzzah! Yay! Surprise! 2 good endings. Excellent. Oh, I'm so jazzed. Okay. Well. And I'm so thrilled. With that being said, guys, thank you for joining me for good ending number 1, not bad ending number 8. And next time, I will see you for good ending number 2. Until then, I will see you later.